This week we're down in Baja, Mexico, staying at one of our favorite places. We've been seeing whales almost every single day. Today we're going to take you with us on our 11-foot dinghy to show you how up close and personal we've been getting with these magical animals. But before we do that, make sure you like and subscribe to follow along. Let's go. Hi, we're the Tuckers, a young family living and traveling in our converted school bus. For the last 3 years, we've explored the United States and Mexico, visiting bucket list places and creating endless memories. Follow along to see what we get up to as we continue this adventure as a family. All right, we've all just gotten up for the day, and we're gonna go ahead and do our normal morning routine. So we've been getting up, going for a walk, and then having breakfast, and then we're gonna go out on the boat this morning and look for whales. We've been going out most days and seeing lots. This morning we're having a little bit of a slower morning because I guess no matter where you're at in the world, kids still have big feelings and emotions. So we've had a slow morning navigating that, but we're on our way now. Everyone's getting ready, getting shoes on. There's a really nice track that we've been walking just on the back side of where we're parked at. So we've got the beach on this side, and then on the other side of us, there's a few little walking trails. So we've been doing those most mornings.
Yeah.
Since getting back on the road, we've really tried to prioritize slowing down. For us, this has meant choosing fewer places to go, and in return has given us the opportunity to explore certain areas more deeply. Here, we've developed a familiar morning routine where we walk the trails before heading home to breakfast on the beach. There's no question as to why not only this beach, but Baja in general, remains one of our favorite places. Between the land and the sea, we can always find something to fill our days and our cups.
One thing we've loved about this beach, Playa Honcolito, just south of Loreto, is this little walking trail that is just back behind the beach track. It just gives you somewhere extra to go that you feel like you're a long way away from the bus, but really we're, right now we're, 200 feet from the bus or something. And it just gets you in a little bit of shade and I guess a bit of different scenery. But yeah, it's a great aspect of this, and getting up and getting outside and giving all of us a chance to get moving for the day before we jump in the boat, where you're stuck a bit sitting down. Although it's exciting, it's a nice way to get the body moving for the day. And dog gets to run around before she gets locked up, and normally Oppie has some food along the way, some rice crackers with avocado. Whew, the sun's got me.
Woo! What do you see? Oh wow, whale slapping its tail. Oh, yeah. Quick. So we've got this neighbor who has been going out on paddleboard every day trying to see whales, and she hasn't seen them at all. And there's this island that's pretty easy to access via paddleboard just off the beach here. So that's where she's been paddling out. We've seen whales there like 3 or 4 times. She's been paddling out every day trying to see them. We just saw one slap its tail like just between the point of the mainland. I just saw it again, but it'd still be hanging around. Oh yeah, there it is. It's like fully jumping, coming out of the water. Anyway, so Matt just ran and told her, and hopefully she can jump on her paddleboard and get out and see it now.
The right or the left of the island?
In between the...
It's definitely pretty rolly today compared to the other days that we've gone out, so we'll just have to see how we go in terms of like visibility and how easy it is to actually see the whales, but I think we'll still be alright. Like usually it's choppier in here, and then once we get a little bit further out it gets a bit smoother, so hopefully that's the case today as well. Well, we've made it out onto the water. It's a bit stressful trying to launch the boat. I was like up to my waist with Zayd in the carrier while he's sleeping, getting all wet. Matt was up to his waist taking on waves. I had Oppie on my hip. We sort of just had to throw her in the boat, and then I don't really know. The engine didn't start, so Matt was like standing in like waist deep water trying to start the engine. Anyways, it's a bit stressful. It doesn't look very choppy out here, but on shore it was definitely a lot more choppy. And we're just gonna stop to have a little break for a sec. Matt's gonna jump in the water, and then we're gonna regroup and go find some whales. Happy? Woo! We called this spot in here Dolphin Cove because every morning last year, pretty much around the same time, there was a big pot of dolphins, and they'd start at the far end of the bay, and then they would make their way over here, and often they'd like swim in a circle, I'm assuming to sort of like herd the fish, I guess. And then they'd just be in here for ages. So this is Dolphin Cove.
You see the Navy one there?
We've just come out a little way past the island there, and I think we might head back to the island and sort of hang out there for a minute. It's pretty rolly and choppy. Definitely the roughest day that we've had since we've been here, since we've been out on the boat. So we're gonna go to the island, have a little look around. If we see a whale or a wolf, if we see a whale, then we might hop in the dinghy and come back out. Oh, yeah, it's pretty rocky and rolly, so maybe we'll come back out this afternoon or even try again tomorrow, depending on what happens with the weather. Literally, this is the first day that we've come out on the boat and haven't seen a whale like right away, but I think it'd be pretty hard to spot one right now anyways.
Unless it fully comes out of the water.
Yeah. Which was happening this morning.
You're up in there. Morning, sun. Look up.
Okay, you will fall, because I got you.
Thanks, Uppy.
Here we go.
Unfortunately, conditions on the water made spotting whales too difficult. We decided to make the most of being out in the boat and stopped on the leeward side of a little island that up here is referred to as Bird Poo Island. Due to the massive population of pelicans and seagulls, the island is essentially white.
Come in?
No.
Yeah. Wow.
Mom, I want to keep it. Dad, can we keep this bone, Dad?
While whale watching was what we were wanting to do for the morning, we settled for a picnic, beach combing, and of course a swim. Not only is being adaptive and flexible important in maintaining safety, but it also helps in making the most of the situations you end up in.
Alright, day 2, we're gonna go and try and find some whales. It is so much calmer today than it was yesterday, so hopefully we'll have some luck. We haven't seen anything off the shore yet, so hopefully once we get out there we'll find them quickly, but because it's so much calmer, we'll be able to go a lot further, which is good. There's no question as to why the Sea of Cortez is known as the aquarium of the world. We're always on the lookout for the diverse marine life that lives in this remarkable water. One of the most fascinating creatures found here are the mobula and manta rays. Mobula rays, also known as devil rays or flying rays, as they can often be seen leaping from the water, can dive around 6,500 feet. Giant mantas are the largest species of ray in the world, with wingspans up to 30 feet, and have the largest brain-to-body ratio of any fish. Both of these species use the Sea of Cortez as a breeding ground, and during the warmer months can be seen traveling in groups known as fevers, with up to 10,000 rays. Then we have the spotted eagle ray, one of the most beautiful rays found in the Sea of Cortez. These rays often glide over reefs and sandy bottoms searching for clams, crabs, and shellfish. They're usually seen alone or in small groups and are generally shy and harmless, using the venomous spine on their tail only for defense. Gosh, what a good day. Woohoo!
Sea of Cortez is home to at least 21 different species of dolphins, the most frequent in the area being the common dolphin, the bottlenose, and the spinner dolphin. The spinner dolphin is typically the smallest, ranging from around 4 to 7 feet, while a bottlenose can range from 6 to a whopping 13 feet long. Like humans and chimpanzees, dolphins are known for having large brains. They generally live longer, have stable communities, and demonstrate a variety of emotions. One of the most obvious traits that has determined these animals are highly intelligent is their playful antics and behavior, which only makes them more fascinating to watch. So yeah, we just come a little way offshore. I don't know, what is that? A mile, maybe. And we spotted a couple of whales. And there must be some other people out here on a bit of whale watching tour because they literally pulled up at the same time. It looks to be a mum and a calf. And we've just tried to maintain a bit of distance.
Whale watching tours aren't that difficult.
Yeah, well, the whale watching tours, well, yeah, I guess they're trying to make their customers happy, but they sort of get right on top of the whale. And admittedly, sometimes that just happens because the whale pops up next to you, but it's different when, yeah, they're done purposely. But anyway, it's great to see. We've got an awesome day out on the water, and we'll try and get some better footage.
Then we have these guys, the whales. While there are a variety of whale species that can be found in the Sea of Cortez, the most common are humpback, blue, and fin whales. Rudis, gray, and sperm whales are also frequently seen, while orcas are known to hunt here, but are less often spotted. And while we are not experts at identifying whales, we believe we are typically seeing humpback and blue whales. Humpback whales can grow up to 60 feet in length, so 2 of our buses. And while they typically live between 45 and 50 years, research suggests in some cases they live closer to a human lifespan at 80 to 100 years. We're just gonna go a little bit further down the coastline here. The other boat, it made it a little bit hard to get like even relatively close to the whale with the other boat, and they kept sort of getting on top of it and then it dived deep, and we don't wanna trap it between 2 boats or anything like that. So I think I saw one a little bit further down. We're gonna go have a look and see if we can find that. Let's go see.
It's in this case so it makes it waterproof.
Wow. Here's its tail. One of the best things about being in Baja at this time of the year is that there are often calves with the mother whales. Calves are particularly known for being playful and highly energetic, often breaching, tail slapping, and spinning. We were lucky enough to see a calf jump completely out of the water in 2 separate occasions. Ooh. Ooh. That was insane. That was its mouth. Oh.
Smiled at us.
That whale just had its whole, came up vertically, like this. With its whole mouth. Right behind us. That was insane. Yeah, Offie.
I saw a whale bite this tail.
Yeah, there it is. That was so crazy.
Dad?
Now, the first time we saw a blue whale on our modest 11-foot dinghy, we were a little freaked out, not going to lie. These whales are huge. Even after several encounters with the humpbacks, it was clear the blue whales are much larger in size. They can grow up to 100 feet in length, so 3 of our buses, and weigh up to 200 tons, which is about 30 elephants. While these animals are known for being the largest animal to have ever lived, they're also the loudest. A normal human conversation happens at between 60 to 70 decibels, while whales can reach 188 decibels, which is as loud as a jet engine. One of my favorite things about watching whales is that it really doesn't matter who you are or what background you come from. I've never met someone who has seen a whale up close in the wild and thought of it as a mediocre experience. Often, the feeling of delight while simply observing them can feel as great in size as the whales themselves. If you've enjoyed this episode, make sure to hit the subscribe button and follow along. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.